I am a fatherless father. Well, at least I was. I met my father for the first time when I turned 30. It was a great experience. But before that, I could have bumped into him in the street and not know who he was. I grew up without my father. And I believe because of that, I made a lot of stupid mistakes growing up. I had a lot of great men in my life, don't get me wrong. My pop, Alvin, my Uncle Jake, Uncle Dwight, my godfather, Ralph, and a few others. They were there for me, and I appreciate their presence in my life. But the thing is, they weren't my biological father. They could not be there full time. And I missed out on a lot. I missed out on the talks about sex and girls, and I didn't have my father there pushing me and encouraging me to do good in school. You know, I had to turn to examples in my neighborhood, and they weren't always the best examples. Made a lot of dumb mistakes growing up, and I wish I had my father there to sort of guide me in the right direction. There are a lot of young men out there growing up trying to discover manhood without a man to show them what manhood is. Today, I'm a father of 3 beautiful boys, 2 of which live with me. My oldest lives with his mother. And the greatest joy I find on this planet is being a father to my kids and being there and watching them grow up. There's nothing greater on this planet, in my opinion. I love being there for them. I love doing for them. I love watching them play sports and do good. I like teaching them to ride their bike and play the guitar. I love doing those things, and I can't imagine not being there for them and not being there to see them grow up. It's such a joy and such a privilege. And it's also a responsibility and obligation. But it's such a beautiful one at that. I believe one of the greatest callings a man can fulfill in his life is to be a father to his child, to his children. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. I want to encourage you dads out there to be the best dad you can be. I'm not asking you to be perfect, but I'm asking you to be there for your children. No, parenthood is not easy. You know, it's not something that you can effectively calculate. You know, sometimes things happen spur of the moment. Sometimes you have children that come into this world that you don't expect. But you stand up for your responsibility, you take care of your responsibility, and you live and leave a legacy. My desire is to leave a legacy for my kids. I'm not a rich man, don't got a lot of money in the bank, but my desire is to leave a legacy for my kids, a legacy that will pass on from generation to generation, lessons that I want to teach them, values, core values. And maybe if I got it like that in the bank, you know, pass on a couple of dollars from generation to generation. But the most important thing is that my hope is that me being a father, a guy, and a teacher to them, a support, a loving father to them, my hope is that they would, in return, do that with their children. And that my grandchildren would do it to their children, and so on and so forth. I want to encourage you dads out there, be the best dad you can be, and play your role in the lives of your children. My name is Andre D. Harrison, and I play my role.